come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Off the play fake, Prescott. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Prescott. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
It's 4th down.
4th down, Prescott. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The ball carrier brought down at the 35-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's now 3rd and 9.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Marcus May with a pick, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll roll them out right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
A gain of 9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. There on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon.
Jackson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, Jackson. And he finds Cook. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Jared Cook.
From 13 yards out. And the Bengals are going to take the first quarter lead.
And that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Flushed out right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Miami Dolphin.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Jakeem Grant there to make the grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have. You absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Steps away to his left. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Complete to
and the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Stop short of the
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing third and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
33-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Jackson now on second and 10. Buying time to his... And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
And it's third down.
On third down, Jackson flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. On first and 10, it's Jackson. He'll air this one out for Boyd. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd.
To Tyler Boyd. Touchdown.
Tyler Boyd, 39 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, trying to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Going deep here for Parker. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun to give to Mixon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one is right down the middle. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Boyd. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First down, Bengals.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
44-yard line.
Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Christian McCaffrey.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Third and short yardage. Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 27-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. On 1st and 10, Prescott letting one go deep for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. The fly route works for the TD grab.
You know, the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for the Bengals. 48 yards. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
On second and goal, Jackson. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. It's Shaq Lawson who worked his way in there to get him down.
On the tackle. It's third down and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jackson's pass.
Robert Woods there to make the grab. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this wild card game has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th with obviously a very critical drive forthcoming as they start with a first down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Von Bell up to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Down at the 37-yard line.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is third and 8. Looking to throw, Prescott, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 44-yard line. He'll run it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Brings up second and a yard at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah, his second sack of the night. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. On first down, Mixon. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
He was brought down.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he fires one incomplete. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And it's third and short.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is third and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again, Jackson. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
At their own 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 85 yards. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The kick is
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they got their touchdown. Now down a field goal. Here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Throwing now is Jackson. His throw incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, and it's 3rd down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
Tackle made just shy of midfield.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw, escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's caught by Parker. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And, the stadium clock says 0, but the one on your screen is the one that matters, and the officials say yes, it's a timeout with 1 second left to go and a field goal try forthcoming to potentially send us to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this one is right through. And the Dolphins have tied things up here in the 4th. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Throwing again on second down. Jackson, now he'll pull it down. And he goes out right around the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
First down, Bengals.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and that is third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold.
On third down, Jackson. They got a man. It's Woods.
Jackson's pass.
Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And it's third down.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
Makes the score.
They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. 23 yards the pickup there. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
And partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about... the length of the football. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal.
4-yard line.
Eluding the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on in the playoffs.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
And Charles, on the losing side of things, you know, they didn't come in here as the favorite to these playoffs, but they came in with a lot of hope and anticipation.